let's shift
You're
gears
learning
into our
something.
last review of the day. We have Aquaman, King of Atlantis, which is on HBO Max. It's a cartoon, and I'll just jump right into this and just kind of throw this up here because Jaron said he didn't see it, so we can make this really quick. Um, Aquaman has always been a joke, but now he's probably in on the joke on this series.
Oh.
Finally, they make a series for the lameness that is Aquaman in the public's eye, because they tried to do the reverse with Aquaman. Remember, they were like, "Oh yeah, the comics, we're going to redefine him in the New 52, make him look more sculpted." Then Bruce Timm and Paul Dini tried to give him a hook for a hand and make him tough and intimidating. The DC animated universe made him dope as hell, made him go toe to toe with Superman and all his superpowers, and none of this all worked. And even the DC movie franchise was like, "Hey, we're gonna cast Jason Momoa." They tried everything to make him cool, and everybody's still like, "Yeah, but it's still Aquaman." So this cartoon is like the assumption of like, "Yeah, it's still Aquaman. Look how goofy this is." Down to the animation, down to just the jokes. The jokes are just outlandish kitty humor to the point that I'm watching this and I'm like, "Okay." I bring my daughter down, and she loves it. She's watching and enjoying it. I'm like, "Oh, this is who this is primarily for," because I was just here for the ride, and it was just like, I get it, Aquaman, yeah, he's supposed to be buff and kind of dense. I get it. I get it. Ocean Masters trying to steal the throne. I get it. All thing I did like was that Mara always wanted to fight and punch people. I thought that was a dope, like, reinterpretation of a character that was funny and made a lot of good laughs. Yes, this is people. I think DC finally giving into just being like, dude, we tried. Yeah, we tried. We can't make this dude cool no matter what we do. So let's just have fun. And that it was, and it's questionable depending on your humor, how much fun this was for you. I thought it was cool. Probably was something I will never ever want to watch again. But I can say I did see it and be like, "Oh yeah, that joke was pretty funny." It's kind of one of those moments for me. Jason, what are your thoughts on Aquaman, King of Atlantis?
Yeah, this is like, as you said, this is. Tell me you haven't read about Aquaman in the last 20 years, and they make a show about it. This is just basically like Aquaman's an idiot, and everything about him's dumb, and this is the show for it. Yeah, this is definitely primarily made for little kids. I did not laugh out loud once. I do like that it's very vibrant and bright, but the jokes were just the bottom of the barrel for me. Um, there was this gag where he couldn't sit in a seat correctly in the beginning,
Yeah,
and it was
that went
like,
on like for like what, 3
yeah, it's
episodes?
like, yeah, it's like that's not. And then it's so dumb. And then they make fun of him in the next episode for actually trying to sit in it, and it's like, I don't get this. Um, for me, this is kind of the cartoon that you would see in a movie that is spoofing cartoons. It's like a lot of like shapes and things happening and like loud noises and shit. And it's not like anything like actually of any substance is actually happening. But there was one joke that I did find pretty I thought the concept was amusing, even though it did not make me laugh, which is when Aquaman was eating grilled fish and then he was realizing how much he missed things being grilled because under the water everything's just boiled. And I thought that was a pretty cool concept. But other than that, nothing made me laugh whatsoever. It was, and it's just basically because it's not for me. It's for kids. It's literally for kids. It's like the first couple of seasons of Teen Titans Go, where they didn't have like the clever sort of like callbacks yet, where they were just making dumb jokes. So like, hopefully, maybe they'll be like Teen Titans Go and get more like, cleverer references that adults will understand and like. But right now, it's 3 hours of like, I'm like, what kid's gonna sit through an hour worth of this? Like I like when I was 7, I would have been gone by now. So it's just 3 hours of kid stuff, and not saying that 3 hours of kid stuff is bad. It's just not for me. That's it.
I agree. What is your rating on it?
Um, the animation, the character designs, if you like that, it's like an adventure timey ish thing. You might get some enjoyment out of it. So I'll give it like a 2.5.
I was right there with you. 2.5. It was fun, but nothing anyone should rush to see. It's just it's there.
What's that idea that Aquaman's always like, I'm just going to stand here until water is introduced to the story?
Until they bring some water around.
All right. And
Missouri sucks for him.